This might actually be the absolute best time to start playing Raid Shadow Legends because we not only have anniversary events right around the corner, but we also have a brand new faction, and this update note covers it all. It's posted by the developers of Raid Shadow Legends, so let's freaking dig in. And by the way, if you want to get the absolute best start possible in Raid Shadow Legends, use my link down below in the description. Using my link gets you one free legendary off rip. I've got a code for another legendary. There's almost certainly going to be a 7-day login event for yet another legendary, and as you level up, you get 3 more epics. It is the best possible start in Raid. So, what do we have? 7th anniversary right around the corner. We got new festivities, quality of life, friendly arena battles, fusion champ swap, so much to talk about. New faction, Argonites. So this is inspired by the aesthetics of the ancient Greece and Rome. The Argonites arrive in Raid in force at last. We get a look at all of those champs down below. Quality of life, friendly arena battles. A while it was promised you could go and do friendly live arenas with your friends. Looks like now we're gonna have that in the clan area. You can do it. There's a challenger section here. If you want to challenge a specific player, you'll need to coordinate them in the challengers tab. All right, cool. I'm going through this pretty quickly because I want to see the new champions chat, and that's probably what you want to see too. Quality of life, change fusion champs. I saw a preview of this in my prior vid, so I'll talk about this only briefly, but there's prior fusion champs that you could swap to, and you need tokens to do it, which seems good. I don't know which champ I'll go for, but I'll make a guide when I figured that out. Balance changes. Classic Arena, Platinum tier. Classic Arena Platinum tier rewards now see significant balance changes. That's kind of neat. Furthermore, Swift Parry and Deflection sets are getting reworked. Both become variable 9-piece set bonuses. Whoa. The updates are down below. I'll get a closer look at that and share my thoughts if I think it's super relevant to my account. Gonna have to put some thought into that. Then, okay, they have champion rebalances here. I don't really want to get into the details of the rebalance. Just talk about who's getting rebalanced. But Lugan the Steadfast, Harvest Jack, Halloween champ, right? Now we get to the new champs. This is what I want to talk about. Okay, here we go. Here we freaking go. New champion. This is in the Undead Hordes faction, so not even in the Argonites. Blood Marchioness Mina? What does she do? Again, we're going to go over this very, very briefly, but attacks one enemy 2 times, will repeat the attack against the enemy with the highest turn meter if the initial target has a leech debuff, so we're probably going to apply leech here. Attacks all enemies, stun 1 turn, reduce turn meter. Oh my god, that's insane. Attacks all enemies before attacking, removes all buffs. Jeez. Places leech. That's how we get leech on there. Transform into the alternate form. Bro, this is insane. Having multiple forms is just completely nuts. Whenever the enemy has their turn meter filled, this champion inflicts pure damage. Oh my gosh. And then the other form here, what does it do? Attacks an enemy twice, ignores their defense, ignores 20% instead if the target's attack is lower. Damage inflicted to this skill is increased based on debuffs. Ignore 50% defense, hitting an enemy twice here. Ignores 100% if their attack is lower. Jeez, so you want to like really stack attack. Ignores block damage and unkillable buffs if you're under a heal reduction. Wow. Okay. Attacks all enemies and places heal reduction. GG, bro. Yeah, I mean, this champion seems insane. Now we get to the Argonites. Storm Herald Hecaton. Hecaton. I don't know how to, am I pronouncing that correctly? Has a 75% chance of placing Provoke and Enfeeble on the target. Seems good. This is a defense champion. If each enemy has a number of buffs equal or less than this champion, attack all enemies instead? Wow. Okay. It's always critical, has a chance of placing Provoke and Enfeeble. Seems good. Eye of the Storm. Attacks an enemy, places 60% increased defense and 1 Storm Call stack. We're gonna have to get a look at Storm Call stacks. Ignores Stone Skin. Places 30% crit rate, block, damage buff, and counterattack. Holy smokes. Whenever an ally under Storm Call placed by this champion lands a critical, this champion deals additional pure damage to the target. Oh my god. Dude, these Argonites seem good. Pelops the Victor. Now, Pelops we talked about, I think, in a prior vid with the HP burn, so we're not going to go over their kit. I'll have the card in the end screen for that one. You can go check it out. Keberon the Underflame, Argonites, attack champ. All right, what are we doing here? 75% chance of placing decreased defense, 50% chance of attacking with this skill when the enemy has HP burn. Oh, okay, we got an HP burn synergy. Attacks an enemy twice, places Death Brand, ignores unkillable and shield, activates Pyranea Power, which is the next skill. So what's that? Attacks all enemies? Oh my god. 75% chance of placing HP burn, fills the turn meter by 20% for each HP burn debuff placed. So we're getting an extra turn here, right? Like that's the goal. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% for each HP burn debuff resisted. Oh my god. Activates a delay effect on this champ whenever they receive a fatal hit. Whoa. Heals this champion 20% of their max HP whenever an HP burn debuff is activated on an enemy? What? Whenever HP burn expires or is removed, place True Fear. That's insane. Glorious Palace. Okay, it's Argonites magic support. I love support, just generally, chat. Attacks an enemy with a random ally. You're calling in an ally to attack with you? They use their default skill, heals all allies. Oh my god, I love this champion already. Removes all debuffs from all allies and places block debuff and fervor. Revive all dead allies with 50% HP and turn meter, 25% strength and 30% speed. This champ is cracked. Whenever an ally receives a debuff, shield them. Bro, I love that champ. I love Palace. Absolutely love this champ. All right, so now we're getting down to the epic champs. And I don't want to spend quite as much time reviewing them, but we'll get a quick look. Deep Hook Nagis. Defense Void Argonites. 40% chance of placing Provoke. Removes all debuffs from this champion and a single ally. Places Protection, Strengthen, and Attack. And then fills the turn meter of this champion and the ally. Attacks all enemies. 80% chance of placing 25% Weaken debuff. And whenever the enemy attacks this champion, heal all allies. Seems good. Lion's Guard Galati. Did I pronounce that correctly? Attack champ in the Argonites. Places an extra hit if the target is under decreased defense and decrease their turn meter, by the way. Block revive debuff if the target is eliminated. Fill your turn meter. This is like an assassin straight up. Ignore 15% defense if they're spirit. Whoa. Okay. Let's go to the next one here. Tide Master. Magic. Support. I love support. Argonites. Okay. Attack an enemy twice. Each hit heals the ally with the lowest HP. I love that too. Attack all enemies. 60% increased defense on allies. Revive 2 random allies with 40% HP meter and 40% HP and 20 turn meter. Heals all allies. Places perfect veil on all allies except this champion. Yo, we got a reviver. Now we're down to blue champs. Okay, rare. And I suspect we'll see many more Argonites over time. So we'll just cover this very briefly. We have a spirit support champion. What does it do? Decrease the turn meter. Decrease if they're under decreased speed. Decrease the turn meter more. Okay. 50% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff. Places a increased speed buff on all allies and fills their turn meter. Oh, filling turn meter. I mean, this fills a very specific role. Turn meter manipulation, speed in dungeons. Maybe that's where we're going to use them, chat. Rare Void Attack Argonites. What do we got? Extra hit if they're under decreased defense. Attacks all enemies. Heals this champion and destroy the target's max HP. That's kind of neat. Blade Rider. What do we got? Each critical hit ignores 5% of the target's defense. This is an attack champ. We got a chance to stun. Attacks all enemies, placing increased attack and increased crit damage buff on all allies. And criticals fill this champion's turn meter. That's neat. Crimson Pegasus. All right, what do you got, buddy? HP champ in the Argonites. It's got a stun, a taunt, a shield. And whenever attacked, 5% chance of decreasing all incoming damage to 0. That's a crazy skill. Low chance of triggering, but really swingy. That's for sure. All in all, really hyped for this update, man. The Argonites are coming so soon. The 7-year anniversary event so soon. I think this is the best time to start a new account in Raid Shadow Legends, and using my link is the absolute best way to do it. So use my link, consider subscribing, and until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.